The following program is meant for adult audiences only. If you are easily offended, you are choosing to be offended by continuing to watch. If jokes upset you, whether bad or good, you might end up crying. Being a bitch in life is difficult, I imagine, but you must find a way to continue. For all the haters and lurkers, hope you enjoy the show. For the bigot army, enjoy the show. Don't be a pussy.
そうだ。テレビつけてもいいぞ。
冒険アニメ
よりによって
サイレンサー付きの拳銃だと
ワクワク
Here we go! Lucha, 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 lucha! It's the way of life!
There is a fifth dimension, beyond that which is known to man. It is a dimension as vast as space and as timeless as infinity. It is the middle ground between light and shadow, between science and superstition, and it lies between the pit of man's fears and the summit of his knowledge. This is the dimension of imagination. It is an area which we call
the Grifter Zone.
Good moo! Oh, you found your moo!
My crew is big and it keeps getting bigger. That's 'cause Jesus Christ is.
Man, I want to get drunk in a hotel room with you.
That might be taken
Crazy.
out of context.
Gay, gay, gay.
Oh. No. How is it my fault? What? The bragging gifted this and I'm immediately called an anti-Semite? Come on, dog.
Bruh.
What are these characters? Nazi furry? Hypno, why would you do this to me? Said, welcome to Goonergate. Protect your booty hole.
What's up, nerds? It's Alyssa Mercante, Kotaku senior editor, and
Nobody even wants you here.
And I would take her to Chili's, maybe. You know, like, genuinely, I just want the best for her. Genuinely.
Listen, if it was consensual and you didn't hate the Jews, I'd fuck the shit out of you. I would.
What did he say?
People are gonna clip that. You know that I don't.
Clip it. I know you don't. Come on. But that's the thing. Why can't we have fun?
Bruh.
That's an interesting way of putting. That makes sense.
She's jealous. Fuck yeah. Been knew I was that bitch. I didn't need a man to tell me the fuck.
And Hypnotic again, member for 1 month. Thank you. Enjoy First Berserker. What's that black stuff between an elephant's toes? Slow natives. Wait.
Wild.
Yeah. On the other end of the spectrum, yes.
Okay. I'd say that goes out of dad into dark, but sure, yeah.
Definitely dark.
Somebody replies and it says, "This is embarrassing." And he says, "Not as embarrassing as your take on trans kids. It was not researched. It was cruel and it had no basis in facts. So forgive me if I don't take all your takes that seriously." Who's this person?
Bruh.
Look at the fucking thumbnail. God of Cock Meltdown. Oh my God, look at this. Oh man. Yeah, sure. Trans kids, for sure, man.
Right, but you're giving an opinion on an article with a headline that's inflammatory. So the fact that you're giving an opinion on what's on screen,
Did I focus on the inflammatory nature of the headline?
Well, can I assume that everything in this article you would agree with?
You shouldn't assume. It makes an ass out of yourself and me.
Okay, so that
down his timeline, you're gonna see a lot of ass and titties. Okay, me on my Twitter timeline, you ain't gonna see none of that. As a matter of fact, like I can show you, I can scroll down my entire news feed on Twitter. Why would you ruin my point? I'm trying. God damn. Why would you ruin it? I didn't do that. I don't know who this chick is. Why would you do that? I can't even edit it out.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
Someone you love been canceled? Have you been the target of online harassment because of something you said or refused to be compelled to say by the mob? Did you mistakenly think you could be an individual, form your own opinions, and keep all of your friends?
Titty
Did your social
sprinkles.
credit score tanked because you had a conversation with, subscribe to, or follow someone who suffers from wrongthink? Have you been called a literal Nazi because you think taking care of one's physical health is important? Have you tried apologizing for your transgressions only to find out you actually poured gasoline on the they-them flames? Have you ever had a politically incorrect thought or, heaven forbid, made an off-color joke? Well, we here at the Office of the Cancelled are here for you. As a member of the club, we offer exclusive trading cards, flak jackets, lapel pins, access to bomb shelters, as well as audio tracks from based artists that are sure to pump you up for a day at the range and get some of that much-needed two-way therapy. Remember, folks, you're only canceled if you let yourself be canceled, and every one of those collectivist NPCs can go fuck themselves.
Eating the dogs, they're eating the cats. Eat the cat, eat the cat.
I'll wait some time because the longer we wait, like the more realistic it'll be, you know, when he comes back to life. The touch of the black man in a woke story. The God hand shining down, shining upon thee. White man as you lay down. Cis white man and couple in background. Understand the power of a black man is a God hand.
Pro-black Twitter!
I breathe life into you. One touch is not enough from greatness. One touch from the black man. Watch me do it again. Kneel and be amazed at the touch of the black man. I bring life. I bring life.
Pro-black Twitter hoes!
That's right! That's right!
Robocock, don't clip that, no!
Bruh.
Oh God, that's getting clipped.
Hey, yo, what the fuck?
Oh shit. I was doing so good tonight too.
Drop retard. Robocock.
I am the foot god, Kaida.
Fight back! Fight back! Mamma mia.
Hey, punk, you got another one to do if you still want that ad money, so let's go!
Why is my microphone muted? God damn it. This stupid microphone. This dumb shit. I said, welcome everybody to another episode of Hypnocast. That's right, we are live, boy. We are live, we are live, we are live. We're going to dive down the rabbit hole that is known as the internet. But before we do that, boys, you got to bring it in. Come on, man. Bring it in. Let's go. Bring it in. It's almost the end of the week, man. It's almost the end of the week. If you're not hugging anybody, I mean, what are we doing, guys? It's Friday. It's Friday. Friday. We made it to Friday, ladies and gentlemen. Bring it in here right now and hug it out. Hug it out ever so fondly and listen very closely.
Do not touch the fucking turkey!
You know, it's the last stream. it's the last scream in that clip is what really gets me. It's like at first he's like, "Don't touch the fucking turkey," and then he's like, "Ah." Oh man. If you're watching on YouTube, like the stream. Like it right now. Right now. Do it. If you're watching on Rumble, like the stream. If you're watching on Twitter, like the post. And if you're watching anywhere else, you're gay. So like the stream. Like the stream. I sound congested. How do I sound congested? How does that make any sense? Like the stream. Can I get a mic check, please? Mic check, titty check, balls check. What are we checking, man? What are we checking today? Guys, we got a lot we got to talk about. There's a lot we got to talk about today. Unbelievable about a nonsense going on today. But what are we checking? What are you checking? We got Korean Cowboy. New York is in chaos before GTA 6. I mean, to be honest with you, you're right. I was going to say something clever, but I was like, you know what? Considering the shit that I've been seeing on the news lately and all the nonsense, I think it's safe to say you're right. What else we checking, man? Congestion check? Oh, thank you. Kata taking a shit on stream check? What? Hypno loves the New York mayor? What? Sonia Lissette with the check. Thank you, Sonia. Set up the Christmas tree check? Booby check? Weed check? EBT check? JT inside hypnotic check? What the Gunflame check? Moan JT check? Ayo check? Wanker check? Kata removing the butt plug check? What the shot collar check? Mac and cheese with spam check? Evening bigots and baguettes check? Don't touch the gravy. Yeah, I agree. Don't do it. Don't do it. Hypno's gay check? Wow. What check to check? Gobbler or just skin folds check? Playing with David Jaffe's Xbox check? Oh God, I'm done. I'm done. Our ESG scores are at their maximum. We are fully funded. Like the stream. Nah, bro, this is crazy. This is the craziest comment I've ever seen in my life, bro. This is the craziest comment that I've ever seen in my entire life. That's crazy, bro. You need to repent for that. Repent for that, man. That's insane. Let's do the Bigot Army roll call. Let's see who is in this chat right now. Aside from former Kotaku Urinalist, Black Samurais that unfortunately did exist at one point but no longer do, and people that apparently think I'm also Memdani, bro. That's crazy. That's insane. It's fucked up, man. What's wrong with you? We got Hanny. What's up, Hanny? Deku Leader. We got Weenie for Sweeney. Roll some joint. The voice in the water. We got DJ Konik over on Rumble. We got Kagwana. Paul Q. What's up, Paul Q? We got Johnny. What's up, Johnny? Matthew with the Hero Priest. We got Old Man Cad. I is here, boss. Fuck your feelings. We got Lisa. Creep Bureau 7. We got Jay Sims. Nico. Ron DFK. Mad Max. Berdoka. We got I. Just I. That's it. Just I. We got Death Star. We got Chris Mills. Setsuna Shadow. We got Radio Chimp. Valkyrie. 17 Crash, Faye, Archangelus. We got Tim Grove, Charlie Nuclear, Dark Tenave, Romanizer 24, Marius 7042, Adam Jubin over on Rumble, The Gaming Wolf 87, Peaches and Cream, Monkey Man 04, more dots, more dots, more dots, more dots. Dragatello, Frenchie 07, Gunnar Damas. We got Chaotic Holy, Deco Leader, Timebound Howler. We got Mad Max, Debo, Oliver Adam, Codex Pop. We got Crash Collins on Rumble. We got Gigi Chronic on Rumble. We got Baron No Beef Dip. We got Real GDR, who's finally here, but he wasn't here yesterday when Fearon was fighting in the waifu battle. Interesting. We got Genetic Explorer on Rumble. We got Marine Corps over on Rumble. John D, Far Star Lover, the True Aztec Warrior, Tanya Raven. We got Joseph, Good Granted, Roll Some Joint, Panthra, Visual Jutsu, Danko Orange, Mr. Melancholy, Hypnotic and Rapture, Rusty Ronin, Low KZ420 on Rumble, Darth Dimos. All right, let's call out 4 more people. 4 more people, boys. Come on, 4 more. And then we got to get on with the show, man. 4 more people. Come on. We got Faye. We got Gogeta Gaming. We got Zeroist 199. DMAG 2734. Trust Your Instincts. Sonya Lisette. Nick Havoc. We got Maridesu. What's up, Maridesu? How you doing? We got Charlie Nuclear. Who else is here? It's Zelosi. We got, scroll down, Ron DFK. Death Dealer. We got Ultimate Experiences UXP. And last but not least, we got Zooty. Not to be confused with Booty. We got Vodkasic, something like that. We got Magni 32. And of course, we got Valkyria Winter over on Rumble with the Fuda. Because for some reason he loves his Fuda. And we got Limitless Andre and Garviel, Loken, Knight, Arons. All right, guys, listen, I called out as many people as I possibly could. Let's sacrifice your fellow Bigot Army member. Let's see who's going to get the massive money shot today, boys. Who's going to get the final call-out money shot of a beautiful Friday evening? Who is it going to be? Let's find out. The voice of the water is starting us off. Says no IGN, no Diddy, no Jaffe. The techno site is spreading. It's spreading, I say. Quick, send the money shot to whoever is down by 5. It won't save them, but they'll be moist when they get infested. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Deco Leader. No furry. No commie. No homo. Booty hole protected. And you didn't just drink that. Did you? To go down. Goes to Hanny. By the power of the goon oil and Hypno's gayness, the next pig shit down by 3 will be forced to wear Sonatu's medallion, sit in Kata's booster enhanced cuck chair, and lick DSP's feet. It's pretty nasty, I'm not going to lie to you. 1, 2, 3. Old Man Cad. Booty hole protected by the Sisters of Silence. Null shields are full. Go down by 4, obliterating all protections with World Titans and the entire legion of the Adeptus Custodes. The Emperor protects. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Holy shit.
Beautiful Zexel. Beautiful Zexel. You know, I'm starting to think that Old Man Cat is a sniper. This is like the 5th one in a row from Old Man Cat. Honestly, if Old Man Cat, I would be very scared. I would be very, very, very scared if Old Man Cat tries to snipe. It's kind of crazy. Congratulations to beautiful Zexel. You are the recipient of the money shot today.
What the?
Like the stream. Like the stream. Chat's going crazy. Oh my God, bro. Are we going to have a repeat of yesterday? Oh my God. Guys, yesterday was already insane as it is. Please. You already know we have unofficial moderators in here, boys. Like, why are we going crazy? Guys, we got a lot we got to talk about today, okay? We got a lot we got to talk about today. We're going to be discussing some Mass Effect news because today is, in fact, N7 Day. For those of you that are fans, or maybe you're not fans of Mass Effect, today is the N7 Day. And just like the last N7 Day, well, nothing really happened. And it's actually kind of sad because N7 Day had something else drop from a totally different company that's competing against Mass Effect. And it was totally not on purpose. And I guarantee you it was. It was great. It was great. We're going to talk about N7 Day. We're going to talk about some Mass Effect news because it's very important. We are also going to be talking about Halo Infinite coming to an end, at least from a development standpoint. They're going into pure maintenance mode because they're apparently working on multiple Halo projects, which I'm sure every single Halo fan out there is really excited about. So we're going to talk about that. We're also going to talk about one of the main topics, which is Borderlands 4. Ladies and gentlemen, we have another one. We have another video game that seemed like it was selling half of the initial games and that it wasn't doing as good. Another video game that Circana tried to tell you was the most amazing thing ever when it came out. And then lo and behold, when the truth eventually comes out, Take-Two openly admits that, well, that's not the case at all. It's quite amazing. So we're going to talk about that. We're going to compare articles. We're going to compare the story of when the shilling was happening versus the story of when the truth came out. And we're going to see what the difference is between the two. Because I got to tell you, it's pretty amazing to see two articles from the same outlet tell completely contrasting stories. It's definitely pretty interesting. So we'll talk about that. And that's what I meant by Shills being caught again, by the way. We got fast topics. We got some Arc Raiders news. People are apparently finally getting upset over the cost of the skins in the game. I guess people didn't realize how much they cost. I don't really know. So we're going to talk about that. We got some Baldur's Gate 3 shit. We got, what else? Konami settling a lawsuit, which is interesting. We got a brand new zone being added to Final Fantasy XI, the MMORPG, or at least it's being teased for like the first time in years. So that's pretty interesting. On top of a whole bunch of games to look at, trailers to look at. It's going to be an awesome time. But before we do any of that, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to skip the retard of the day today because I feel like the retard of the day yesterday was pretty damn good. It was pretty damn good. I think that made up for at least another couple of days. So we're going to get right to the unofficial moderator's favorite part of the stream, which is the #1 segment on YouTube, the #1 segment on Rumble, the #1 segment all around the galaxy. This segment is none other than the pre-stream legend.
Money, print money, cash,
Money, well,
capitalism, raise a bunch of money, more money, heaps and heaps of money, print money, cash,
well,
capitalism, raise a bunch of money, super chat money.
As salty as the sea, calling us no-code names. SJW screaming, but it's money they blame. Burning with envy, they're falling flat. They can't handle the sound of a super chat.
It is time for the pre-stream legends, ladies and gentlemen, and I think we gave them heart attacks yesterday because we broke our Red Boy record. I think we hit like 9 Red Boys. And I started the goal late today. I apologize for that, but we're already at 1 out of 5. Which you already know what that means.
Fuck, he got another donation. Add it to the total. Sigh.
Those poor unofficial moderators. Kind of sad when you see them get so upset. We got Mr. Melancholy with a 777. Says what? Stutterlands Ford lied. Randy Bitchford lied. Say it ain't so. In all seriousness, Randy can't keep his trap shut. Hail. Absolutely, man. We're going to talk about it. It's pretty fucking hilarious. And we kind of all saw it coming. It was obvious, right? It was like Borderlands 4, very obviously sold. What looked to be half of what Borderlands 3 did. You can spit it about it being more expensive and all this shit all you want, but unfortunately, just doesn't look good for you, right? We got King Demon Wing, one of the contributors to making the unofficial moderators meltdown yesterday. It was hilarious. King Demon Wing with a legendary 5 membership banger.
Let's fucking go! It's a membership banger!
And considering that is the first membership banger of the stream, you already know what that means. Unbelievable. Maybe this will be a start to a membership train today, just like it was yesterday. But regardless, thank you so much, King Dimmy Wing. I appreciate it. Which was followed up by Old Man Cad, dropping a 5 membership bang.
Let's fucking go! It's a membership banger!
Shout out to Old Man Cad continuing the membership train. Thank you so much, brother. I appreciate that. BioT Wolf 19 with a 5. What do you need to make Thanksgiving s'mores? Pilgrims. Thank you so much, BioT Wolf. I appreciate that. Peaches and Cream with a 2. Like the stream and spam the reaction button. I agree. Everybody listen to Peaches and Cream. I agree. 100%. Paul Q continuing the membership train with a 5 membership bang.
Let's fucking go! It's a membership banger!
Shout out to Paul Q. Thank you so much for the 5 membership banger, brother. I appreciate that, man. And then we got Tanya Raven with a 2. I swear you sound congested or tired. I need help. Here you go.
I am the foot god, Kaida.
Thank you so much, Tanya. I appreciate you. You got the help that you wanted. We got Lake Monster with a 2. This is for Lisa. Tanya, you're projecting. Shout out to Lake Monster. Thanks so much for the 2. I appreciate that. Real GDR for 7 months. I know now that you purposely wait until I'm at work to bring back Fearin. You are a bastard, bro. Guys, what did I say? What did I say? Literally, bro. Oh my God. Last night, I don't know your fucking schedule. And I'm like, watch GDR not be here. Watch him not be here. And lo and behold, you're not here. And I was like, all right, watch him show up tomorrow once everything has settled. And look, he's here. Amazing. Shout out to GDR, man. 7 months of legendary status. I appreciate that, bro. And so it begins. We got Darth Dimos with a legendary 99.99 Red Boy Hyper. Here we go! Mucha lucha! It's the way of life! Mucha lucha! This is how it started yesterday. We are 1 out of 5 on the goal. Ignore the number on YouTube chat. It wasn't updated. We are 1 out of 5. This is how it started. Shout out to Darth Dimos. Thank you so much for the 99 Red Boy
Fuck,
Hyperbanger.
you got another donation. Add it to the total. Sigh.
But you just got to let me know what girls you wanted, though. You didn't tell me you want Japanese god, the blondes, gingers, mystical elves, Latinas. Like, what do you want? You didn't tell me what you wanted, brother. You got to let me know. Thank you again for the Red Boy. I appreciate that, man. The dirty turkey with a 2. How did I get here? Bro, are you packaged turkey? Oh my God, that's terrible. That's fucking terrible, bro. Oh my God. Beautiful Sexo with a 2. You forgot to tell them about not touching the turkey. No, I didn't. I told him don't touch the fucking turkey.
Do not touch the fucking turkey!
Crazy. Absolutely insane. We got James Zopp with a 5. I celebrate every N7 day. It's my birthday. No matter how old I get, I am still 3 days older than dirt. Hey, everybody, drop some fucking cake emojis, man. It's James Zopp birthday. Drop some cake emojis right now. Right now, ladies and gentlemen. Drop some fucking cake emojis right now, boys. That's awesome. Happy birthday to James Zopp, dude. Appreciate you. We got Barry Stroud with a 2. Happy N7 day. May need to explain it to Smash. I mean, to be fair, we need to explain everything to Smash. He's a little bit slow. Old Man Cad with a 5 in celebration of N7 day. What did Tally say to Legion? You are getting on my nerves. Wow. As a Mass Effect fan, I could definitely appreciate that joke. It's still awful, though. We got Ahmad for 11 months. Just finished Power Wash Simulator 2. What should I start? Metroidvania games, 3D platformer games, or Metroid Prime 1, 2, and 3? Fuck it, man. Do some Metroidvania. And then Ahmad drops a 10. Oh, my God, bro. This is crazy. The membership train is happening again today. Yesterday was wild. We had, like, I don't know how many memberships. I think it was over 200, probably. Bro, Ahmad dropping a 10 membership mega bang.
Fucking go! It's a membership banger!
Shout out to Ahmad. Thank you so much for the 10 membership banger. You absolute legend. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. Old Man Cad with a 5. What's a Solarian scientist's favorite song by Boston? More Than a Feeling. All right. I could appreciate these. Again, as a Mass Effect fan, I could definitely appreciate these, but they're still bad. Setsuda Shadow for 3 months. 3 months, baby. Anyways, a bunch of crazies this year. I was crazy once. Aren't we all? Old Man Cad, what if I? What did Shepard say to the counselor after they were rescued by Thane? It looks like you were saved by the drown. All right, that was bad. That was definitely bad. That was pretty bad. Gears, what a 2 says, I'm VIP, bro. Are you? I didn't know. Marius for 12 months says 12 months. Shout out. Dark Dimos is screaming for gingers. Oh, shit. Wait. He's screaming for gingers. Where's the chat? I saw it. There it is. There it is, boys. Let's go.
It's a Red Boy Hyper Banger, bitches. Let's bring the ladies in.
love it. Gotta love it. Thank you so much, Darth Dimos. I appreciate that, brother. Fucking legend for the Red Boy. Thank you again, man. And then again, Marius with the 12 months saying 12 months. Thank you, bro. Appreciate you. Legendary status. And then Lake Monster again, man, with a 5 membership banger.
Let's fucking go! It's a membership banger!
Shout out to Lake Monster. Thank you so much for the 5 membership banger. Absolute legend. Thank you, Lake Monster. I appreciate that. And then we got Weedy for Sweetie with a 5. Do you have your Habib on for your new mayor, Hypno? He ain't my fucking mayor. I know he's some people's mayors, but he ain't my mayor. Shout out to Weedy for Sweetie. Thank you for the 5. Appreciate you, bro. Valkyria with a 5 bud says, number 1, where did Joe go after getting lost in a minefield? Everywhere. Nice. Nice one. My daughter asked me how stars die. Usually an overdose, I told her. Oh, that's a good one. Finally, that's a good one. That's a good one. I like that one. The last one was good. I'm going to use that at some point in the future for sure. Thank you, Valkyrie. I appreciate that. Redoka for 7 months. Hypno, any idea when Smash, Marilyn Manson, Marilyn Monroe, Gaff clip will be ready for stream? Probably never. Probably never. Mr. Spangus with a 5. The only Tucky Jaffe is getting is Alyssa's when she goes gobble gobble. You heard me, Jaffe. The gloves are off. Well, that's his fault. That's his fault. Yo, 16-bit dude. Holy shit. This is becoming a repeat of yesterday. 16-bit dude with a legendary Red Boy hyper banger summoning Latinas for the entire fucking chat.
Okay, everyone, we got another Red Boy hyper banger. Let's bring the ladies in.
Guys, these unofficial moderators are going to be highly upset. They're going to be highly upset. Boys, what the fuck's going on, bro? Like, are we filling the Red Boy goal again? What is happening? They're losing their mind.
You got another donation. Add it to the total. Sigh.
Crazy shit, man. 16-bit dude with a legendary $100 Red Boy hyperbanger says, gotta give the chat the Latinas, man. Thank you, brother. I appreciate the fucking Red Boy. That's crazy, bro. Thank you for that. Thank you, man. Oh my God. This is crazy, man. This is crazy. I don't even know what to make of this. I don't. Angel of Destiny with a 489. Funny, I just finished Power Wash Simulator 2 as well. I just need a couple of more free play missions to clean up the remaining achievements. All right. I need you guys to be honest with me. Okay. So Power Wash Simulator 2, I saw the trailer ages ago and I was like, there is something oddly satisfying about the gameplay. Is it really that good? Like, is the game really that good? Is it one of those games that you just play and you just like turn your brain off kind of a thing? Because that's how it looked. Nothing wrong with that. Just very curious. The Mervod with a 5. Why don't Reapers ever tell knock-knock jokes? Because the last time they said we have arrived, half the galaxy died laughing and then just died. Damn, that's dark. That's fucking dark, bro. Holy shit. That brings back terrible memories. Shout out. It's a satisfying game. It's chill. I love it. Yeah, I'm gonna have to play it, man. It looked cool. I don't normally play games like that. I don't usually play like the simulator style games or anything like that, but I definitely got to check it out. Thank you guys again for helping us to surpass tier 2. Apparently, we're not stopping because the Red Boy goal is almost filled, which is unbelievable. So sincerely, thank you guys so much. Holy shit. I really don't know. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. The memberships are flying today. The Red Boys are flying today. Everybody's flying today. I have no idea. Thank you guys so much. Speaking of, Old Man Cad with a $100 Red Boy hype. Here we go! Mucha lucha, mucha lucha. It's the way of life. Mucha lucha. Shout out. He says, give me my Asians. Also, what would be the name of Tally and Garrus' child? Talibration. What do you get when you cross a Krogan with a Solarian? Dead. That was really dark. Shout out to Old Man Cad. If the man wants his fucking Asians, and goddamn it, we're gonna give it to him.
Oh my god, it's a Red Boy hyperbanger.
Shout out to Old Man Cad. Thank you so much, brother. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. You guys are doing so much right now that you're actually making Sonya sweat. And you know how Sonya never admits when she's like sweating? Like the donos are coming in so fast right now that our actual moderators like, what's going on? Keep in mind it's Friday, so Sonya's counting by herself. That's the reason why. Fucking hilarious, bro. Oh my god. Shout out to Old Man Cad. Beautiful Zexel with a 2. I heard Smash JT is moving to NYC as of right now. I mean, considering he's in California, that's really not much of a change. I feel like that's more of a lateral move than anything. So, not surprised. Oh my god, guys. What is happening? Sincerely, yesterday was already insane. Yesterday we hit like 9 Red Boys. We blew past the 5 Red Boy goal. And then today we're at 4 out of 5 Red Boys. Technically 5 out of 5, but unfortunately the YouTube counter is behind by 1. Jesus fuck. Lake Monster with a $100 Red Boy hype. Here we go! Mucha lucha, mucha lucha. It's the way of life. Mucha lucha. He says, I got a fever, a yellow fever, and the only prescription is more Asians. Play that thing that I like. Bro, these people fucking love Asians, bro. They love Asians.
Oh my god, it's a Red Boy hyperbanger.
Shout out to Lake Monster. Thank you so much for the $100 Red Boy Hyperbanger. Getting us closer and closer to completing our goal. We are nearly at 5 out of 5. That is fucking insane, boys. And we're just in the pre-stream legends. That's crazy, man. Speaking of another crazy pre-stream legend, bro, this guy, 16-bit dude. Oh my God. You know, I swear to God, I'm going to work on nothing but clips for the next like 2 days. And I'm going to add like 5 more different styles of girls to the roster. Because like red boys are flying in. I feel like, I don't know. I'm blown away right now. 16-bit dude with a $100 Red Boy Hyperbanger. He says it's Friday. Give them the elves. Oh, man. Uh-oh. This man is summoning my personal favorite clip. Oh, shit, boys. My personal favorite clip. Ladies and gentlemen, the elves are here.
All right, boys, we got another Red Boy Hyperbanger. Let's bring the ladies in.
16-bit dude. Shout out to 16-bit dude, man. Fucking legend, bro. Just like yesterday. Banging it out today with another $100 Red Boy Hyperbanger. And it is Friday. That's true. We should be celebrating. It's Friday. We love Fridays. We love Fridays here. Thank you, brother. I appreciate that, man. 4 out of 5. 4 out of 5 on the Red Boy goal. If we hit 5 out of 5, the confetti will explode on the screen, I think. Pretty sure that's what YouTube does. When you hit your goal, it like does some sort of confetti shit. I have no idea. We got Lake Monster with a $20. He says, oh, it's goth Asians. I mean, no hate, no discrimination. And it's a bit like complaining about getting free pizza and beer. But, well, I guess I'm less goth Asian fan, but still would. He's like, would. Respect. Like I said, I'm for you guys with all these red boys. I'm working. I'm always working on clips. That's just the thing. But I'm gonna expedite the clips. I'm gonna make like 5 different clips, and I'm gonna add it into the rotation. Don't worry about it. I got you. It's gonna be a wild time over the next couple of days. So make sure you guys are around for that. We got Tanya Raven with a 350. Tree Fitty. You're not sick. I am. Sounds about right. And last but not least on YouTube, finally, we got the Mervoth with a 2. Hypnotic I sadly live in New York. Thank God, not NYC. Well, there you go. Get far away from the city. That's all I can really say. If you live in NYC, get the fuck away from the city. It's going to be a clusterfuck, I'm sure. Let's go over to Rumble. Rumble, we got Crash Collins with 1 membership. Thank you so much, Crash Collins. And DJ Conic with 1 membership. Thank you so much for that. Then Crash Collins again with another membership. Thank you, Crash Collins. And then Torinol with a 5. As a child, I developed an obsession with deep bass tones. By age 10, my homemade instrument blasted notes so low that they weren't heard but experienced. Turkeys, not abused. Hashtag turkey tail. That is a very interesting turkey tail. Thank you, Torinol. Thank you, Torinol. I appreciate the 5, bro. And then Deadeye's Lock with $1. Friday the 4th movie. If you want a better black substitute, just use Noob Back Blowout Boys with hot sauce and Footsies edition. Content so good, it'll make you want to slap your grandma. Slap your grandma. Don't you mean fill up your grandma?
Good job, Daddy, not going on that incel show. I'm going to buy you that Switch too now.
That's more accurate. Gray the Merchant with $1. Hey, all. Wife is doing good. She needs to drink water. PSA to drink a lot of water so you don't shit bricks. GDR, at least Fearin is a champion. Shit. Let's see if you can hold her. Love all. Shout out to you, bro. Again, I'm happy that everything's working out well, brother. We got Deadeye's Lock with $1. Look at all the support from this crowd. If only the Democrats could get this much love and devotion without dropping bodies like Kun Claps Kardashians. Bro, Rumble's on a whole nother fucking level, dude. Rumble's on a whole nother level. I swear to God. All right, last one on YouTube before we continue. Assuming nothing explodes, we got Blue Octopussy with a 2. Where the Octo Ladies clip? Merry Christmas season. You don't get an Octopussy clip because you keep saying it's Christmas when it's not fucking Christmas.
Do not touch the fucking turkey!
Shout out to Blue Octopussy. Thank you so much. I appreciate the 2. You're the best. All right, boys. Like the stream. We are finally, after all that chaos, fully caught up. And we did it 7 minutes faster. We did it 7 minutes faster than yesterday. Keep that in mind. Keep that in mind. Crash Collins with a membership on Rumble again. Thank you, Crash Collins. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. Fucking Tifa, bro. Tifa with the massive titties for a 2. No topics, only super chats. Tifa, I gotta get to the topics. We are caught up on the super chats. Thank you. I appreciate that, but we're caught up, Tifa. We're caught up. Don't worry about it. It's okay, Tifa. It's okay. All right, boys. Let's get into the content, ladies and gentlemen. First things first, let's look at a funny video. Let's look at a funny video. So I don't know if you guys are aware, but they finally caught live. Fuck, man. Anubis with a 2. Where are the anime girls running with turkeys? Red boy. You guys want some interesting clips, let me tell you. Thank you, Anubis, for the 2. Guys, we finally caught live. All right. A video footage of Atreus and Kata live that I wanted to share with you guys. I can't believe this clip is going around on social media, so I wanted to show it to you. So here is the official live clip of Atreus and Kata. Check this out.
He was waiting on my car for what? Because you don't know how to drive? Because I don't know how to drive? You were stopped in the middle of a lane with no signals on. With no signals on.
Stereotypical black woman that nobody likes to deal with.
Okay.
Okay, you are a Jasmine Crockett type.
Okay.
And look at you. Look at you.
Yeah, he said I'm Jasmine Crockett type.
You're Jasmine Crockett type.
Got
All
it.
that nasty masculinity needs to go.
Got it.
Yeah.
Anything else?
Anything you want to say, that's fine. Anything you want to say to the
Anything
camera,
else?
Go ahead. I don't really care.
Anything else?
Yeah.
This is insane. For anybody.
Yeah.
You don't know me. So how you doing? How you doing?
What's going on? Where you going?
First of all,
Why is TJ bothered for?
Why
You know who that is?
I don't give a damn who he is.
You don't know who that is?
I don't give a damn who he is. I didn't ask who he was.
You don't need to be
that
bothered.
That don't mean
We're
nothing
not gonna
to
bother
me.
DJ. You need to go.
I'm not going nowhere. I came here
You're
to
being
go.
asked to leave.
Am I being asked to leave by who are you?
Yeah, you're being asked to leave right now.
Okay, so no, we'll wait on my dad to get here. I'm not bothering anybody. He came and leaned on my car because he almost hit my car, and I asked him not to do that. He said, "Actually, I didn't almost hit your car."
No, it's not AI. It's not AI. It's not AI. This is Atreus and Kata running into a specific creature over at, I don't know, some sort of service center, it looks like. Health department service center. And I figured I honestly, I can't believe somebody actually filmed this. This is amazing. But I wanted to showcase this to you guys because, most people don't quite understand the height difference between the two. Lisa says, damn, how short is Kata? Exactly. I mean, most people don't understand the height difference. So, it's a beautiful thing. I'm glad to see them working together out in public. I didn't know Kata had a uniform like this, but I mean, that's just what it is. All right, moving on, boys. Moving on. Naked Flip Shazam with a 5. I'm taking a night off, taking care of my mom in the hospital in Gam Gam. has been exhausting. Plus, putting up with my oldest sister. Blah. Hey, hope your mom's all right, man. Shout out to you. Thank you so much for the 5. I appreciate that again. But sincerely, just take it easy and focus on your family, man. Thank you for that. Let's check out this indie game. This game is called Hell Reaper. I saw this trailer and not gonna lie to you, fucking fell in love with the art style. Immediately, I was like, this looks amazing. And I wanted to showcase it to you. I love it, man. My Twitter is now like 92% fucking indie games. It's amazing. Like I log into Twitter and I barely see any drama. It's so good. It's a beautiful thing. All I ever see is just indie games and showcases and stuff like that popping up on my Twitter feed. It's great. This art style is amazing. I just want to show you this trailer really quick and see what this game is about. Here we go. God, it's so smooth. Like I'm sure StreamYards is not showing it off to the level of which it looks like on my screen. But fuck, bro, this shit is so like crystal clear and smooth. The art style is fantastic. I love it. It's so good. Did he split him in half? Holy shit, wait. Oh, I didn't even realize that. God damn. Oh, that was cool. Yo, was he wait, was he dual wielding? Is he dual wielding blades? The animation was so good with that. Hold on. Was he dual wielding? I think he was dual wielding. Yeah, he was dual wielding. Holy shit. Yeah, so needless to say, I immediately wishlisted this game when I saw this trailer, and I had to showcase it to you guys, man. This game looks so fucking good. Just from an animation standpoint, from a gameplay perspective, this is right up my alley. And the setting is there, all of it's there. I love it. If that's what it's like to play as Hypno, maybe, but it looks awesome. So, and ironically, it's made from a studio called Awesome Games. So there you go. Looks really good. Wanted to share that with you. Consider checking that out. You're more than welcome to. We also have another game. This one, what the fuck is this one called? Hold on. Because they just shared it, but I didn't see a name. What is this one called? Fuck. It's from Apogee Entertainment, but I can't find the name. All they said was this game. Oh, Total Chaos. Okay, this game is called Total Chaos. This game is called Total Chaos on Steam from Apogee Entertainment. Y says, how do you find these games? See, that's the beautiful thing, right? So again, ever since I stopped utilizing Twitter at all, and I've been interacting with like indie games and shit like that on Twitter instead of interacting with like retards, I've essentially curated my Twitter page to showcase to me nothing but indie games. So most of the time when I open my Twitter page, all I see is indie games, and it is a glorious thing. It's so amazing. It is sincerely so amazing because I've been finding some badass fucking games. And this is why I'm able to share it with you guys every single day. You know? and yeah, it's just so good. It's so good. Exactly. I harness the algorithm. Exactly. The music's really good here. I like this. That was cool. I love the vibe of this game. So this game is called Total Chaos. Looks pretty interesting for the most part. Definitely more on the psychological / mystery horror type thing. But definitely consider checking this out if this is something that's up your alley. It's pretty fucking cool. Pretty cool. All right. Let's get into the topics now. We went over some games. Let's get into the topics. So number one, today is shout out to Smash JT. Sorry, bro. I didn't even realize you were here. My bad. Shout out to Smash. Hope you're doing well. Tanya Raven would have too. By the way, my younger brother is back home feeling okay. There you go. There you go. You love to see it, Tanya. That's great, man. We got a lot of good news in the stream lately. Tanya's brother's back home. Gray the Merchant has everything going well for him as well. This is great, man. This is great. You love to see it. Today is N7 Day, ladies and gentlemen. And with N7 Day, normally we get some Mass Effect news, or we get some Mass Effect, whatever, because it's N7 Day. Guys, there is a video game called The Expanse Osiris Reborn that a lot of people are touting as the Mass Effect killer, or at the very least, the competition to Mass Effect. And to be honest with you, pretty much anything can compete with Mass Effect at this point, considering the franchise has been dead for a while. But this takes next level balls, okay? This is next level balls. So The Expanse Osiris Reborn decided that they were going to release the main theme of their video game for everybody to see for the first time on N7 Day. which is wow. That is literal big dick, big balls move. And honestly, this shit's pretty hype. It's pretty hype. They said, today we present you the main theme of The Expanse Osiris Reborn, composed by Powell Parapelica. Become a captain of your own life, gather a team of loyal companions to explore the solar system and challenge a powerful enemy together. So let's listen to this. Let's just get a little bit of a tidbit of this theme that they got going on. Does it match the epic music of the original Mass Effect? Is it better? Is it worse? Is it in the middle? I don't know. Let's see. Does it give you the vibes? Not bad. Oh, yeah. There you go. That part did it. Once they started bringing out like the chanting and shit, that part did it for sure. Listen, guys, you know, I've been saying for a while, man. With me, I have been waiting. I don't know how long, to be honest with you. I fucking love sci-fi. Okay, I don't know how, like, you know, I don't know how many times I have to say it, because you know you have the haters out there, the unofficial moderators are like, do you talk positively about anything? Oh my god, you're so negative. Oh my god, you're so negative. So you know, I'll just repeat it again for those, you know, people out there that don't pay attention and pretend like they do. I love sci-fi, right? Like sci-fi is one of my favorite genres for pretty much anything, right? It could be sci-fi manga. You know, one of my favorite mangas by far is Ramina from Junji Ito, right? Where Ramina is basically like a fucking killer planet. You know what I mean? Very interesting sci-fi story. It's a horror story, but still, it's, you know, it's sci-fi horror. And in terms of video games, obviously, I mean, you know, there's so many sci-fi games in history, but Mass Effect truly holds a very special place in my heart. When I tell you one of my most hyped video games of all time in my life that I can remember was Mass Effect 3. I remember stalking that fucking game, okay? I remember stalking every little fucking detail about that game. I remember literally reading every little snippet of every paragraph of whatever Game Informer magazine that I could possibly get anything about Mass Effect on. Like, I literally stalked everything about that fucking game. Which is why when we got to the fucking ending for that game, I lost my shit. But that's a whole nother story. I stalked everything about that game. That game was literally amazing. I'm sorry, the franchise was literally amazing. So, you know, I've been looking for a sci-fi epic story like that can, you know, span multiple video games again and kind of do that whole thing again. And we really haven't had that too often. You know, we've had little snippets here and there, but it's hard to recreate what it was like to play those original Mass Effect games and to just be there and wonder, like, what the fuck is going to happen to Shepard, right? How is he going to defeat the Reapers? The Reapers was such an existential threat. They were like such an impossible foe. How the fuck is he going to take them down? You know what I mean? It was just unbelievable. So I don't know. I'm very curious to see what this game is capable of. Anytime somebody tries to hype up something as an XYZ killer, I immediately dismiss it because I don't view anything as an XYZ killer, right? You know how many MMORPGs came out? They're like, we're going to be the WoW killer. Yeah, they all died. Like pretty much almost every single one of them died. Fucking Tabula Rasa died. All those games that were supposed to be WoW killers, they killed themselves. Okay. But that doesn't mean that I ignore the game. I just dismiss the whole, like, oh, it's an XYZ killer thing. Not to mention Mass Effect has been pretty dead for, you know, for I don't even know like how long. So, especially after Andromeda. So I'm very curious because we're going to talk about Mass Effect too, you know. We're going to talk about Mass Effect. Actually, let me X this out since we're on the conversation about N7. Let's go over to the Mass Effect information that we have about this whole thing really quick. Where is it at? So let's talk Mass Effect. Let's see. Why is this not loading? Now this thing is not loading. What the fuck is going on here? Come on. Why are you so gay? Oh my god. All right, here, let's do this. Will this work? Nope, it's not loading. Why is this not loading? You got to be shitting me. Mass Effect N7 day. There is apparently a TV show, by the way, that is in the works. Okay. And they made a comment about it. They made a comment about it today, where apparently, I mean, just look at this article from Polygon. Look at this article from Polygon. Oh, good. Amazon. That's already a red flag. Amazon's Mass Effect TV series will take place after the events of the original trilogy games, Commander Shepard will remain the player's story. Now, I don't mind that because Commander Shepard is the player. I don't mind that. But there was one article that I wanted to bring up that was specifically talking about romances. Like, where is it at? I have it pulled up here somewhere. Here we go. Is this it? No, this is not it. Fuck. What is with my tabs? Yeah, they were basically talking about how the game is gonna, the TV show is gonna have a lot of romance, and I'm like, really? I understand romancing was a part of the original Mass Effect trilogy. I totally get that, but are we seriously going to make the focal point or one of the focal points about the Mass Effect show romances? Like, tell me you're feminizing the show. Like, that's really what it is. Tell me you are feminizing the show, because Amazon has a track record where every once in a while they'll come out with a good TV show, but then every once in a while they'll come out with a horrible fucking TV show. And I just have a feeling that this is going to be one of those horrible TV shows. I feel like this is going to be a feminized version of Mass Effect, and it's going to be a space fucking opera romance kind of nonsense. I really feel like that's going to be a thing. I also wonder how are they going to follow the original trilogy, right? Are they going to be shortly after the original trilogy? Are they going to be hundreds of years, kind of like Andromeda? Like, how are they going to do that? You know, Star Wars is a space opera, yeah, but again, to the extent of what they're trying to do with it, look at what Star Wars is at now. You got masculine space opera, and then you got Disney space opera. You tell me which one you want as a Star Wars fan. But also talking about the video game. Let's go to the video game now. So you got Mass Effect 5. It's been reported, by the way, that Mass Effect 5 remains in development amid a $55 billion EA buyout, which we already knew was pretty much a thing, right? And BioWare is now apparently heads down and focused exclusively on the RPG, with lots of romances to figure out. This is for the Mass Effect 5 video game, okay? First off, are they even calling it Mass Effect 5? Because Andromeda, I understand that was, technically, but it wasn't actually a numbered game. So are they actually calling it Mass Effect 5? Probably not. I think that the journalists are probably assuming that, most likely. But when I see them putting their heads into this and they're like, yeah, we're going to be focusing on lots and lots of fucking. I got to be honest with you guys. First off, what a fucking picture. What a picture, bro.
Holy shit.
Fantastic. What I will say is that, and I've been very consistent with this, I can't give two fucks about romance in video games. Okay. I understand a lot of people love it. That's great. I hope you get what you're looking for. But the problem is that there are developers out there right now, and just the gaming industry in general, that sexuality is their entire personality. It's all they are, right? So unfortunately, these people who they become so compulsive, like so obsessed with the idea of it, that it ends up becoming the entire thing. It ends up becoming the focal point. That's kind of what happened with Baldur's Gate a little bit too. Baldur's Gate, they were like, yeah, you could do lots and lots of fucking. You could fuck a bear if you want to. You could fuck a hot chick. You could fuck a gay dude. You could fuck a gay bear. Whatever, right? It's like, it's literally all they fucking focus about. And I'm like, dude, sometimes you could get away with that, sure. Like Baldur's Gate 3 got away with that because the game is astronomically like large. The amount of options you have is ridiculous. You could get lost in a game like that. Whatever. I totally get that. But the problem is, I don't believe that modern day BioWare has the ability to separate the two. I don't believe that modern day BioWare, if they tell me, hey, we're going to be focused on romance, lots and lots and lots of romance. And I'm like, the problem is that's gonna be your focal point. If that's what you're gonna make the majority of the game, I'd be like, I don't give a fuck about that. Why don't you focus on the epic story and then throw the romances as extra? Because that's what the first 3 games did. The first 3 games, they focused on the story of just it was basically, it was a space opera. It was a massive story, existential threats, multiple different races, multiple different planets, multiple, like, all kinds of shit. Betrayal, the fucking the Reapers, everything. And then they sprinkled in some romance for people to want to get a little bit closer to their characters, especially since they built an entire, resource game mechanic around, how many characters you had, how close you were to your squad, all that stuff. Like, they kind of built it into the, into the game. But I don't know, man. I don't know. I feel like modern day BioWare just, and I understand, I get it. They are 2 different teams, right? You have the BioWare team that did Veilguard. They're pretty much dead, right? And then you have the Mass Effect team, and apparently they never got along. Apparently the Dragon Age team and the Mass Effect team never got along because the Dragon Age team always thought that EA preferred the Mass Effect team. Supposedly, that's like what the inside discussion. That's what what's his name, Mike Dara, the person who used to work at Dragon Age. That's what he said. He said that EA always preferred the Mass Effect team. So I gotta imagine it's probably because Mass Effect made more money, was more famous. But hey, it is what it is. So when I look at this stuff, I just worry now. Is there any people from Veilguard that are working on this game? I believe there is. I don't think it's many, but I believe there is. I think there's some writers that were transferred over to this team. Most of them got fired, but there are some that were transferred. So time is going to tell. But what I will say is this, man. You have a lot of competition now. Mass Effect, when it came out, there was nothing like it, or almost nothing like it. It was so far ahead of its time. From a storytelling perspective, the fact that you could transfer saves and have a consistent story between every single version of the game. I mean, it was light years ahead of what was around it. Now, not so much. We've experienced so many video games that could do exactly what Mass Effect did, if not better, and Mass Effect has competition. You have video games that are being worked on right now, like the one that we saw just in the beginning of this segment. You really got to come out the gate swinging. And I'm not talking about come out the gate swinging with your dick, talking about how many characters you could fuck. I'm talking about come out this gate swinging with a really amazing space epic story. Otherwise, you're cooked. That's basically it. You're cooked. There are indie games that are doing things better than you guys, right? So stop focusing on having your dick and making helicopter motions with it. Let's get back to the basics and perhaps come out with something that everybody's looking forward to. You have Exodus that is coming out that I know a lot of people are looking forward to. And then you have the Osiris game. So you have 2 space epic video games coming out, and you're also working on your game too. So you are no longer, the special kid on the block. You might be a little retarded and special in that way, but you're not the special kid anymore. So you really got to stand out. You got to stand out amongst the crowd. And not only that, this is BioWare's last chance. You guys know that, right? If BioWare does not succeed with Mass Effect 4 or 5, whatever it's called, if BioWare does not succeed, they're fucked. Especially since they're getting bought out by EA. But not by EA, I'm sorry, by the Saudis. They are absolutely fucked. If they do not deliver on Mass Effect 4, 5, whatever, to the maximum, sayonara, that's it. This is it. This is their last chance. So It's been a wrap since Andromeda. Yeah, I mean, listen, you got Anthem. We won't even talk about Anthem. You know what's sad? I was so looking forward to Anthem. I feel like Anthem had some of the most amazing looking gameplay in the trailer, only to find out it was absolute trash. The flight mechanics were pretty cool, but for the most part, it was absolute trash. That game was a travesty. The fact that BioWare let that game die, the fact that BioWare let what happened to that game happen, that should have been the number one sign that this studio is not the studio that made the original games for Mass Effect and whatnot. But, you know, it is what it is. And then on top of that, yeah, it had a lot of potential, 100%. And then on top of that, Andromeda, we won't even fucking talk about My Face is Tired Andromeda. We won't even talk about it. What a fucking letdown. What a letdown, man. So in any case, we'll see what ends up happening with this. But Mass Effect as a whole needs to come out swinging and needs to come out swinging hard. Forget the whole conversation about fucking romances and shit. I'm not saying the game can't have it. I'm just saying don't make that be your focus. Because there's a certain team that used to work at BioWare that made romance and gender identity and sexuality the entire focal point of their fucking game, and they are no longer around. And that's called the Edmonton studio from BioWare. That's called the Dragon Age Veilguard studio. So, pretty sad. They're not the same people. Fun fact, there's actually a good amount of senior people that worked on the original 3 games that are working on Mass Effect 4 or 5, whatever it's called. There are a good amount of senior people. Hopefully, those senior people can lead the retards in the proper direction. Again, otherwise, they're cooked. They're cooked. Now, obviously, they don't have the talent of the original full team. I understand that. But hopefully, you know, hopefully they could do something. Hopefully they could do something, right? We'll see how that goes. All right, let's X out of this. Let me close this off really quick. In some interesting news that, you know, and again, I haven't played this game in forever, but if there's anybody out there that still plays, this is a little bit important for you, but we're going to go through this quickly. For the first time in over a decade, Square Enix is apparently teasing a brand new zone for Final Fantasy XI. Now, I was shocked to see this because last I heard, Final Fantasy XI was pretty much in maintenance mode. They really were updating the game very, very, very slowly. They really weren't doing anything crazy with it. But apparently they're going to be updating the game and adding a new zone. In 2013, Final Fantasy XI released its 5th expansion, Seekers of Adeline. In the 12 years since the original Final Fantasy MMO hasn't received a new major zone for players to explore, but that could all be changing. The latest freshly picked Vanadil, a live stream for Final Fantasy XI team, puts on talk through upcoming changes to the aged MMO, occurred on November 7th and dropped the tease in question. As translated by fans on Reddit, a section of the stream dedicated to future plans include a bullet point regarding preparing for the capacity to create new areas. This would be a major win for Final Fantasy XI and its players, ones that show just how much this game has bounced back from obscurity. It's kind of sad, though. It's kind of sad considering that Final Fantasy XIV has become such a letdown that a lot of people have returned to Final Fantasy XI to get the better MMO experience, to get the more team-oriented experience. How sad is that? You thought the game died? No. Final Fantasy XI has a pretty decent fan base that still plays the game. And the game is growing. Ironically, the game is fucking growing. I know it's shocking, but the game is growing. And the truth is that a lot of these MMOs that are older, that are more team-focused, that have a little bit more of the old school, you know, mindset when it came to MMOs, they're growing in popularity. These like run-of-the-mill, you know, World of Warcraft clone, Final Fantasy XIV clone style MMORPGs, they're slowly but surely, you know, not dying, but, you know, they're losing their interest. So, I don't know, man. I think that this is a cool thing. I think this is an awesome thing. Again, I haven't played Final Fantasy XI in I don't even know how long. The last expansion that I played was I never know how to pronounce it. I think it was called Treasures of Art. What is it? Art Ugin? Art Ugin? Treasures of Art Ugin? I don't know, some shit like that. that was the last expansion that I played, and I mean that was it. At that point, I had moved on to other games. At Ugin, yeah, there you go. Yeah, At Ugin. I always fuck up that. I always fuck up that phrase. That was the last expansion that I played. Obviously, I played Chains of Permathia, which is my favorite expansion, by the way. Fucking loved Chains of Permathia. Rise, yeah. I missed out on Wings, yeah. Rise of the Zillart kind of came with the North American release anyway, so that's what that is. Wings of Goddess and Secrets of Adeline. Yeah, I didn't play those two. I didn't play those two expansions. Chains of Permathia was by far my favorite expansion. Nothing will top. Nothing. I swear to God. And this is how you know I played it. Okay. Nothing will top the cutscene when you go to Juneau, right? You're doing a quest line. You go to Juneau, and then you have to zone outside of Juneau to lower. I forgot the name of the zone where the crags are at. Anyway, the moment you zone into that zone and you run a certain distance, the cutscene plays, and you see like the camera go over the sky of the ocean, and then all of a sudden the fucking ocean like splits, and the Bahamut just comes out of the water and starts to warn you about Permathia. Oh my God, that is an amazing cutscene. Anyway, enough of that nerd talk. Nothing will beat that, by the way. Final Fantasy 11 is way more solo friendly now. Yeah, but you see, that's like, I'm sure that's a good thing for player retention right now, considering how old the game is. But I feel like that's a bad thing too, because that goes against the original design of the game. You know what I mean? Like Final Fantasy 11 was meant to be that game where after level 9 or 10, unless you were a Beastmaster, you were not going to be soloing. You know, that's kind of the point. You know, you go to the dunes, and when you go to the dunes, you start grouping up, and then that's what it is. So for me, like the idea of like soloable content in 11, like I'm not really for that. You know, if I wanted solo content, I'd play 14. It's basically it, you know. Puppet Master solos too. Yeah, well, I don't think I was around for Puppet Masters. If I was, I don't remember. So you played Dragoon on Final Fantasy 11? Yeah, I mained the Black Mage. Obviously, I had White Mage as well for my subclass, but I mained the Black Mage the majority of the time. I did have a monk that I was playing around with, but you know, I didn't really take it that seriously. I just pretty much played Black Mage. So, all right, let's move on. So for those of you playing 11 still, stay tuned. You might be getting some new zones, which is awesome. Apparently, Konami had a lawsuit. Konami had a lawsuit that's officially been settled, as always, because these lawsuits with these multi-million, billion-dollar corporations, they almost never see the light of day inside of a courtroom. Like, almost never. When's the last time you've seen any lawsuit between two corporations like this reach a courtroom? When's the last time you've seen that? Almost never, right? So Konami had a $26 million lawsuit against Uma Musume devs and settled for an undisclosed sum, but Cygames still says that it never infringed on any patents. So it says, through this settlement, we will once again strive for the further development of the game industry. Just to give you some context, back in May of 2023, well before the Pretty Derby had launched in English, developer Cygames was sued by Konami over allegations of patent infringement. They're pulling on Nintendo. Today, the company announced that it has settled that lawsuit, though it continues to insist that it never infringed on Konami's patents. Weenie for Sweeney says, then why pay? Well, because it becomes a certain point for these corporations where it's like, okay, at this point, do we really want to go through all the nitty gritty? Like, do we really want to drag this out for years? Do we really want to go through discovery and fucking deal with lawyers and deal with bullshit and all this nonsense? Even if we have nothing to hide, it's like people don't want to deal with lawsuits, bro. Even if you have nothing to hide, people don't want to deal with it. It's a fucking, it's mind numbing. It's mentally consuming for these corporations. It's very annoying for their business. And whether they're guilty or not, I mean, at the end of the day, sometimes paying a smaller sum to settle is better than going through the entire fucking process, you know, which is why the majority of these cases with companies, they never see the light of day. They never see the light of day of a courtroom. which is why it really doesn't matter about who's guilty or who's not guilty. If that's the case, then what do you mean? Every company's guilty? No, of course not. What it is that most of the time they just realize, all right, you're going to have lawyers get together at a table. They're going to say, okay, what do you really want? And they're going to come to an agreement. That's it. It's a lot better than going through all the bullshit, you know? Nobody wants to go through that bullshit. So it seems like that's probably what happened here. And if they actually did something wrong, and Konami did not stipulate that they had to admit that they did something wrong in the settlement, well then, you know, what are we doing? Right? So either Konami took more money and settled and said, you know what, you don't have to admit anything, or Konami would take less money and say, we'll take less money. We'll take almost no money if you admit that you did something wrong publicly as part of the settlement, which they didn't do clearly. So we'll see what ends up happening with this. But at this point, it's undisclosed. It's going to be private. We're probably never going to know how much it actually was. But apparently they were on Side Games have requested invalidation trials for all 18 patents involved in a lawsuit and remains confident that no patent infringement has occurred whatsoever. However, Side Games decided to settle the dispute in order to resolve it promptly and to ensure that users of Pretty Derby can enjoy the service at ease in the long term. You see what I'm saying? So for them, it was beneficial to settle and end it faster and just get it over with versus actually dragging this shit out and making it more annoying even for their customers in the long term. They just decided to say, fuck it. You know what I mean? Again, this is why these lawsuits never see the light of day inside of a courtroom. 99% of the time, the corporations are going to be like, yep, no, let's just get it over with, right? Cal Gore says, seems like they were guilty, to be honest. Yeah, I mean, listen, they could have been. They could have been, but we're never going to know now. And Konami clearly doesn't care to acknowledge whether or not they were guilty or not because money talks, right? Money talks. So it is what it is. Let's move on and continue. We got, what is this? Halo Infinite. Oh, let's talk about Halo Infinite. Okay, so Halo Infinite, ladies and gentlemen. So Halo Infinite officially is entering what they call maintenance mode, which is basically ceasing development of anything like super extra or anything for the game. They are entering maintenance mode because according to them, according to the developers, they have multiple Halo titles that are in development, which is really scary, by the way, for Halo fans. So, you know, you guys think what you want to think about that. And apparently they're going to need their whole team's combined focus in order to make these games. Now, obviously we saw one of the games they announced was, you know, the remake of Halo Combat Evolved. That is something that has been hotly debated online for a multitude of reasons. From the diehard Halo fans to the more casual Halo fans to the people who maybe aren't Halo fans, but they're going to play this remake for the first time, whatever. But the fact that they're working on multiple Halo titles tells me that they're probably going to end up remaking every single fucking Halo. I would put money on it. I would guarantee. They're going to be remaking Halo 2. They're going to be remaking Halo 3. I'm pretty sure they're probably only working on 2 other games right now outside of the first game. But they're going to remake the Halo franchise. I would guarantee it. They're going to remake it, and I mean that's basically it. So they're going for the easy money, right? When they rebranded themselves as Halo Studios, they rebranded themselves and they're going to go for the history of the franchise. So they're going to start with the 3 original trilogy games, right? And then after the three original trilogy games, then they'll do whatever they're going to do after that. But it's going to be remakes, boys. They're not going to make anything new. They're not going to make anything new. I would be very curious to see how Halo Combat Evolved, the remake. I'd be very curious to see how it sells. Because how that game sells is going to dictate what happens in the future with Halo Studios. If the game does not sell and it bombs, well, Halo Studio is going to be in big trouble unless they get subsidized by Microsoft, which is it's a possibility. But if the game sells gangbusters, crazy numbers, then you could bet your ass that you're going to get Halo 2 and 3 remake for 100%. Even if they haven't officially announced it yet or whatever, guarantee that's going to happen. They're going to be like, oh, easy money. Because development's also a lot easier when you're remaking a game versus a brand new game. So they're probably going to try Reach 2. Maybe they'll try Reach 2. Who knows? So we'll see what ends up happening with this. We'll follow up on this as time goes on. But as of right now, if you are a player of Halo Infinite, development has pretty much officially ended on your game. So sorry about that. Let's catch up on Super Chats really quick, and then we're going to continue getting into the content. We got Ron DFK with a 5. Why does the Grim Reaper carry a scythe? Because he reaps. Being called the Grim Toucher would put him on a list. Thank you, Ron DFK. Also, that profile picture is fucking insane. That profile picture is legitimately insane, bro. You put your head on a turkey? Bro, come on. The Mervoth with it too. Don't know how you set a TV show for Mass Effect based on the endings. Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, you can. Is it going to be an Andromeda? Is it going to be something that takes place hundreds of years in the future? Is it going to be in the same galaxy? Like, what are we doing here? David Aves with a 5. When woke developers do romance, it feels like a weird child picking up 2 random toys and making them kiss. Yep, that's actually a really good analogy. That's like if you grab a T-Rex toy and try to make it kiss a Barbie and pretend like it's normal. Old Man Cab with a 5. A Vorcha, a Batarian, and a Krogan are flying in a sky car in the Citadel Presidium. Who's the driver? CSEC. All right, you're definitely Googling these, bro. You got to be Googling these. There's no way you're doing these off the top of your head. Speedy Cake with a 10. What's the bet that lots of romances means 5% straight and 95% alphabet mafia related genders? So if they were smart, which they're not, the reason why Baldur's Gate 3 did so well is because it gave you pretty much equal or near equal amount of straight romances as gay. BioWare with Veilguard had the complete opposite idea, where they wanted to do all kinds of trans stuff, pronoun stuff, non-binary shit. When I go to a blacksmith and the blacksmith says, yeah, I'm non-binary, I'm logging the fuck off, bro. No offense. I'm logging the fuck off. If I'm in a fantasy world and the blacksmith's like, yeah, my pronouns are they, that, I'm logging the fuck off. Straight up. Okay? That's just what it is. And that's exactly what happened in Veilguard. I forgot what the name of the town was, but I remember talking to the blacksmith and they told me they were non-binary. And I swear to fucking God, if I wasn't officially reviewing that game, I would have logged the fuck off. To be fair, if I wasn't a streamer, I wouldn't be reviewing that game anyway, and I wouldn't have bought it. So there you go. But yes, you are correct. So when it comes to BioWare, I feel like BioWare doesn't know how to do that. BioWare doesn't know how to give equal options to everyone. They used to. They don't know anymore. At least not from what I've seen. Hopefully, maybe they can, figure that out. But I don't know, man. It's one of those things where if you want people to play the game, you need to, if you're going to give options for romance, you need to give it for everybody. And it needs to be as equal as possible. Nobody's saying 50-50. But damn, don't be like you said, 95-5. Don't be so fucking obvious with it. I don't want to be walking around town and having every male NPC looking at my booty hole. You know what I mean? That's not, as a male character, that's not what I want. It's a little bit weird. But that's BioWare games for you. We got Mervoth with it too. If they try to romance a Krogan or a Vorcha, no. Yeah, it's pretty rough. It's pretty rough. We got Free My Soul with a $50 man. He says, "Can I have the Kaida Mario clip, please?" Bro, absolutely. Shout out to Free My Soul. Thank you so much for the $50 mega banger. Absolutely insane. I appreciate that, brother. Thank you so much, man. Then we got Old Man Cat with a 5. How does Shepard have sex with Jack? He took some antibiotics first. Okay, that was funny. That was funny. That was funny. Old Man Cat with a 5. I have a large amount of Prothean artifacts. You could say I'm a collector. Oh, no. You fucked it up. You fucked it up. Will the fans with a 125? Only people who still care about sex, love, and games are people who can't bang in real life. The rest of us have lived, married, and had kids. We want games for other things. Again, I want to reiterate. When it comes to video games with romance in it, I very rarely participate in it unless there's something that's beneficial to the overall game. Right? So in Mass Effect, in the first game, I didn't do it. In the second game and the third game, I did because it was beneficial for certain things in the game. But it's not like I went out my way to do it because I wanted to like fuck the shit out of whoever. You know what I mean? I know a lot of people chose Tally. I didn't choose Tally. I chose what the fuck's her name? Oh my god. Was it Miranda? I think I chose Miranda. Off the top, was it Miranda? No. It might have been Miranda. It might have been, yeah, it might have been Miranda. Now that I think about it. But yeah. I don't give a fuck about that. I just want to play the game for other reasons, you know? But listen, with an RPG, more options are never a bad thing, as long as they're fair and they're as equal as possible. So if you want to put romance options in the game for the people that want to utilize the romance options, I don't give a fuck. As long as it's not required. As long as it's not necessary. As long as, I don't, there's a big difference between required and optional in an RPG. If somebody else wants to go fuck the bear, let them go fuck the bear. I don't care what they're doing. It's a single player game. They're not in my game. But if you're telling me for me to progress through the game, I have to finger the fucking bear's booty hole, then we have a problem. Like, I just feel like I've said this so many times. This has always been my stance with RPGs. I've said this so many times. If you're going to give the option, go for it. I don't have to partake in it. But whatever, anyway. Don't touch the bear, by the way. Do not touch the bear. Otherwise, that's going to be a clip. Don't make me make it a clip. Don't make me... Oh, fuck. Dragon says clip it. Oh, no. Oh, no. Well, there goes that. Thanks, Will. Old Man Cat with a 5. Did you hear about the girl I left on Virmire? She's Ash. Nice. Adair Soto with a 5. Also, there's a game similar to it as well. Do you remember him now? The game called Exodus, another competition of a sci-fi story RPG. Yes. I talked about that earlier in the stream. Yep. That game also looks good. And then we got Adair Soto with a $20. Here we go! Mucha lucha! It's the way of life! Mucha lucha! He says, to this day, when I saw you play that damn Dragon Age game, I couldn't take the companion seriously at all. Who wrote their dialogue? It feels like you were just taking care of them as a high school kids. They were annoying as hell. So when I was playing Dragon Age the Veilguard, one of the things I said all the time was that it is literally a therapist simulator. Dragon Age the Veilguard is a therapist simulator where the entire time you're playing that game, all you are doing is trying to talk your fucking companions out of jumping off of a cliff. Or at least that's how it seems. On top of trying to figure out who they are and what their pronouns are. You know what I'm saying? So I could not stand that fucking game. I could not stand. Like, I haven't uninstalled the game as fast as Dragon Age the Veilguard before. Sincerely. It was awful. It was fucking awful. Yeah, exactly. Veilguard was the director's trauma dump. Exactly, Matt. Yep. Literally, it was the writer's trauma dump, the director's trauma dump. Everybody that was on that team, I could feel the blue hair through every dialogue. I could feel the man in a bra swinging his dick in the dialogue. I could feel it. It's awful. On Rumble, we got Draconic with a membership. Shout out to you, bro. We got Torino with $1. So ultimately, Halo Infinite is actually finite. I call false advertising. Bro, you're spot on with that. Deadeye's Lock with $1. Hello, college students. Welcome to Ebonics 101, where it's impossible to fail. Don't believe us? Just ask Blackety Failure Jasmine Crockett. What the fuck is that? Oh, my God. Shout out to Deadeye's Lock. Thank you for the $1, bro. All right, guys, let's get into the content. Let's X out the Halo shit. Let's see. Really fast, talking about Baldur's Gate 3, by the way. So the publishing lead for Baldur's Gate 3 said something that I think will resonate with a lot of people. And this is going to be an extremely fast topic where I'm just going to read the quote. Baldur's Gate 3 publishing lead says there is a reason that Steam is so popular. And it's the following. It's almost as if it isn't providing a shit service. Epic Games don't want to compete with Steam. Epic Games don't want to add any features, but want to ask you for your money. Epic Games. That's it. Simple. Literally simple. That is the simplest fucking phrase you could possibly say. That's it. That's a fast topic. I saw that and I'm like, yeah, imagine that, right? Imagine that. What a simple idea. What a simple idea. All right, let's go into where is it at? Arc Raiders. Let's talk about Arc Raiders really quick. So I'm loving Arc Raiders, by the way. Just so you're aware, I'm loving Arc Raiders. But just because you love a game doesn't mean you can't criticize it, okay? And I think this is where the disconnect between me and the Shills are. Where the Shills, if they love a game, if they feel like it's immune to criticism, and nobody's allowed to say anything, right? You can only be positive about the game. That's it, because they love it. I'm not like that. Like if I love a game, I'm still gonna look and find flaws for it. And if there's anything that I don't personally like, then I'm gonna talk about it. Now, two things that I mentioned about Arc Raiders that I don't like is number one, the character creator I feel is extremely limited. For a game like this, I feel like you should definitely have a lot more customization, not charged. Like you should have a lot more free customization, but they just don't. Like the character creator is extremely limited, and I don't like that. Number two, the store, right? For a $40 entry price game, they charge free-to-play prices, right? I feel like that's a little bit of what's the word I'm looking for? A little bit egregious, right? I can understand if you were charging like, $5, $10, whatever, something a little bit cheaper, but you're charging free-to-play prices, but you also have a $40 entry fee. Now, unlike Concord, you were actually successful and you got a lot of people to buy the game because the game's good and they're playing it. But these skins are fucking insane. Like the amount of money. I mean, I looked at the store earlier this morning when I was playing Arc Raiders, and it has a typical like, oh, for $100 you could buy 13,000 coins or whatever. It's like literally a free to play game. Now, to my understanding, I believe this game was initially designed to be a free to play game, and then they ended up slapping on a $40 price tag to the game. But I feel like once you do that, you should have lowered the price of your store a little bit. But I understand. Listen, it's capitalism. They can charge whatever the fuck they want, and people are going to buy it. They're going to buy it. It's a very popular game, and people are going to buy it. But for me, I feel like it's a little bit ridiculous. So those are my two biggest issues with the game. And I think a lot of people are starting to catch on to the whole store. And I think the reason why is because the game's becoming so popular that people are naturally going to find their way to the store, and they're going to realize how much things cost, especially since they paid the $40 for the game. they're gonna think, oh, well, maybe it's gonna be a lot cheaper. Not really. It costs the same as a free-to-play game, literally the same, and you paid $40 to get into it. So this is why I don't fuck around with the store. Like, again, this is optional stuff. So for me, I care, but I also don't care because I'm not stupid enough to be spending hundreds, if not thousands of dollars on the fucking store. Like, I'm not a moron. And I get there's people out there that do that. Fine. Do what you want with your money. It's totally okay. But like, I'm good. I don't have to partake in that. As long as there's no pay to win. If there was pay to win, oh, you would have a problem. You would have a major problem. But if it's all cosmetic bullshit, then, bro, if the whales want to waste money, let them waste money. Now, they're the reason why this shit exists in the first place. I can pretty much acknowledge that. But I'm not going to spend money like that. Fuck that, bro. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. But anyway, I just wanted to bring this up because people seem to be talking about this a little bit more. And we'll see if it actually becomes a big issue or not. We'll see. Let's go into. So I got two big lawsuit news for the video game industry. Number one, I don't know if you guys saw this. Pirate Nation posted this. The Texas Attorney General, Ken Paxton, announced that he is suing Roblox after children were repeatedly exposed to sexually explicit content, exploitation, and grooming on its platform. How many lawsuits is this for Roblox, bro? This has to be like, what, 8, 10 fucking lawsuits already? Bro, they're going to bury this company in lawsuits. But the truth is that Roblox has all the money in the world. So they could probably fight 50 lawsuits at a time. But if you read it, it says Attorney General Ken Paxton sued the Roblox Corporation, a multi-billion-dollar company that operates one of the largest online gaming sites for children, for flagrantly ignoring state and federal online safety laws while deceiving parents about the dangers of its platform. It's insane. But that's not it. That's not it. That's one of them. There is a whole nother one. So you guys remember how I made a video yesterday talking about Grand Theft Auto Rockstar employees being fired because of anti-union sentiment? Or at least that's the rumor. Right? Well, that's blowing up. But there's one thing that's blowing up even more. Square Enix layoffs. Remember I talked about the Square Enix layoffs? Remember that? So you got the union busting from Rockstar. You got the Square Enix layoffs that are supposedly being replaced by AI. Well, apparently, one person from Square Enix resigned right before the layoffs. And it made people look into why he did that. His name is John Hynek. Okay? John Hynek, the chief of publishing officer and the head of the Western branch of Square Enix, resigned before the layoffs. And people were wondering, why was that? Did he feel like he was gonna, like, what does he know? What does he know, right? Well, apparently it's not what he knows. It's what other people know about him. John Hynek, the chief publishing officer and head of the Western branch of Square Enix, has officially resigned ahead of the wave of layoffs. He responded pissed off to concern of woke ideology in video games. Hynek was a direct voice of the Western market in Japan. So this man was the person who was in charge of all the nonsense that could be attributed to the West, right? All the nonsense. But here's the interesting fact about this. And I want to this is gonna blow your mind. This is gonna blow your mind. Hold on. Let me bring it up really quick. This is gonna blow your mind. Where did it go? This shit is insane. Did I save it? Where did it go? Fuck! Where did it go? No. Guys, this is gonna blow your mind once I bring it up. Hold on. Apparently, hold on. Square. Did it get deleted? Oh, don't tell me it got deleted, bro. I didn't save it. I didn't save it. Fuck. I did not save it. Shit. Hold on, guys. I think they might have deleted it. No, they might have deleted it. Hold on. Where did it go? Apparently he had like a lawsuit that was being put against him for some of the worst things imaginable. Fuck, where did it go? Shit. Oh no. I think it got deleted. Fuck. I gotta find it. Massive fail. I know. God damn it. No, this was important. People need to know about. I'm so mad right now. John, maybe if I Google it, let's see. John Hynek lawsuit. Hold on. I can't find it. I can't find it. I should have fucking screenshotted it. He came from Blizzard, by the way. Yeah, I know he did. I know he did. He came from Blizzard. He was in charge of all this shit. Fuck, bro. No, I can't find it. It is what it is. Can't find it. If I find it again, I will let you know. This is not a major real GDR is not a major topic. This was a fast topic. But I do have this though. Check this out. Hold on. Check this out. This is from same person. It seems for Square Enix, this push for activism started when an ex-Blizzard VP John Hynek was hired as an executive officer. He is the leader of the North American branch and the direct contact to Japan about the needs of the Western market. He sets the political climate for the North American branch. Now, it's interesting. It's interesting because this all starts to make sense. This all starts to make sense because we have seen Square Enix go so down the shitter that obviously it starts at the top. So if this guy was the executive officer of the North American branch, and he was pushing nonsense like this, if you look at this picture here, when AAA started pushing agendas gamers don't want to see, this is on LinkedIn, by the way. They pay for it by not buying the game, fired the long-term failing CEO and the staff that embraced woke ideology. And they says, oh, piss off. So he's the original parasite. He is the original parasite. Yes, I guess you can call it that, sure. He's the original parasite. But it's funny because again, he is the one who it trickles down from. So if he's the executive officer and he believes in certain nonsense, it starts to make sense why Square Enix was the one who was pushing out nonsense like Forspoken, for example. Yeah, exactly. Patient Zero. Where they're putting out stuff like Forspoken, Marvel Avengers, all the kind of nonsense that they've been doing. Appointed in 2018. So right before the magic year of DEI, which was in 2020. So I'm not surprised to see all of this going down. I'm not surprised. But fuck, man, I had something else on him, and I can't. I'm so sick, bro. I'm so sick. If I find it, I will definitely let you know. But as of right now, I don't have it. I don't have it. I'm gonna try one more time. Hypnotic, do you think AAA is starting to swing back to the middle? Starting to think myself. I don't know. Maybe. What I will say is there's one more thing that I want to go over. Check this out. Hold on. So let's go back to GTA. Okay. So with GTA, Ant-Man says, why does it smell like farts in here? Because you farted, Ant-Man. let's go back to GTA for a second. So, do you guys... I don't know if you guys realize this, but there is also a lawsuit against the CEO of Take-Two Interactive. And this is even worse. This is even worse. So, Strauss Zelnick. You guys know Strauss Zelnick? Well, apparently, this was recently uncovered by a GTA forum user. Check this out. From Pirate Nation, a GTA forum user recently uncovered details of an ongoing lawsuit against Strauss Zelnick, the CEO of Take-Two Interactive, alleging sexual harassment, including grooming, unwanted exposure, and unsolicited explicit images. Ouch. Now, obviously, they have the person's name doled out, so there's no like name there, which that's a good thing. I don't want the victim's name out there. But apparently, this is the CEO of Take-Two Interactive, which is pretty fucking crazy. That's a holy shit moment.
Holy shit.
Asperger's for Life says, I bet it was a boy. You would be correct. You would be correct. Zelnick repeatedly invited Doe to Zelnick's hotel room to shower. Zelnick walked into a private bathroom where Doe was showering and stared at Doe's penis while Zelnick rubbed lotion on his own body. Zelnick repeatedly disrobed and exposed himself to Doe without invitation or warning. And Zelnick repeatedly sent scores of unsolicited text messages containing half-naked photos of Zelnick. So it was a boy. Oh, man. Interesting. I find this interesting that all of this is coming out considering the whole anti-union thing. Now, let me ask you a question. How much do you guys think that Discord group, they got fired, right? From Take-Two? That Discord group, they got fired from Rockstar. Do you think they were sharing this information? And that's part of the reason why they got fired for supposedly misconduct? Interesting stuff, you know? Once you start going into it. Plaintiff John Doe, description of Strauss's conduct with hotel room and nudity is identical to complaints from other members. Violent City says we will find out in discovery. Okay, so this is what brings me back to what I was saying before. Lawsuits like this with rich people, massive corporations, things of that nature, they're never going to see the light of a courtroom. I hope you guys know this, right? Like, this is never going to see the light of day. This is going to be settled, guaranteed. You're not going to get to discovery. You're not going to get to any of that. This is going to be settled. I highly doubt this goes further than that. I could be wrong. But I just highly doubt it. So we'll follow up with this. We'll see what ends up happening with this. But pretty crazy story to come out from Take-Two. Pretty fucking crazy story. Epstein files all over again? Yeah. Violent City says, hold up, though. Why did he go to a hotel anyway? I have no idea. Oh, actually, I do have an idea. It explains it. Hold on. I'm sorry. It explains it. Doe had met Zelnick years earlier. For a time, Doe believed he had a good fortune of a platonic mentor-mentee relationship with a businessman like Zelnick, but Zelnick had sinister designs on Doe, and Zelnick used his access to investment capital and business influence to groom him. There you go. Pretty typical, I think, for these people. We got Free My Soul for 10 months. YouTube is back with the ads. This is Sold Me Out. Forever subscribe to you at the 83rd percentile. I need to sleep now. Catch the rest later like usual. Bye. Hey, shout out to Sold Me Out. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. I appreciate you. 10 months of legendary status. Dark Mages with a vibe. Apparently, Mike Fishner left Square to take a position as vice president of digital music and video with Amazon Japan. More bad news for Japan. Oh, there's definitely a lot of Westerners that are trying to infiltrate Japan and do nonsense. But I think Square Enix has realized this and they're purging the parasite. That's what I think is happening right now, considering the news of the resignation. I think that's what's happening. So we'll see. We'll see what goes on. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the main topic of the evening. Borderlands 4. Oh, man. Let me drink some water for this because this is going to be a doozy. This is going to be a doozy. Borderlands 4. Oh, man. Guys, you know what's crazy? This article is not even that old. The article you're looking at was written on October 23rd, 2025. Maximum shilling. And this is why I try to tell people that it's not about the numbers being wrong. It's about the numbers being misrepresented. That's what I want people to understand. When they tell me that companies like Circana are not in it for the best interests of their partners and themselves, and they're just the most honest and transparent corporation ever, those two things don't go together. There's no such thing as an honest and transparent corporation. They'll be transparent about what they want to be transparent about. But this is literal misrepresentation through and through. Or what they tend to do is they tend to do the Hollywood route, which is how can we make this the most successful thing ever without technically lying? So they'll look at the numbers and they'll look at the dates and they'll compare it to what came before. And they'll be like, oh, well, this movie is the #1 movie for sci-fi films with black people in it that have at least a 50% diversity ratio that take place in modern day America. They'll keep adding titles to whatever the fucking thing is, and then they'll claim it's the first time it's ever happened. It's the same thing with video games, where Circana and their analytics could, for the all intents and purposes, be correct, but they choose to represent it in a certain light that is beneficial to the person they're representing, because they want corporations to continue to give them information. This is their business model. Why would they want to risk making the company look bad? They're not going to want to do that. So we have the gold standard of information coming from Circana. This was on October 23rd of 2025. What in the modern audience is this shit? Oh my God. Again, per analyst firm Circana, just so you're aware, okay? But this is not the main topic. This is the main topic. From the same exact outlet, PC Gamer, 17 hours ago, Borderlands 4 sales were softer than we would have liked. And then they blamed PC performance issues. Yeah, we're going to get into this, boys. All right, ladies and gentlemen. So in today's video, we are going to be talking about Borderlands 4. And the reason why we're talking about Borderlands 4 is because, well, ladies and gentlemen, the truth is that this is another prime example of what it means to misrepresent numbers. This is why whenever we hear numbers from companies like Circana, for example, it's not that they're lying to you about the numbers, is that they're misrepresenting the numbers. They do it so that it is beneficial for them and their partners, and to continue the perception of something being more successful than it actually is. Let's go back in time a little bit. We're going to have two articles that we're going to go over today that are from the same exact company, which is PC Gamer, that was written by the same exact writer by the name of Harvey Randall. This one was written on October 23rd of 2025 with the following line: Borderlands 4 smashes sales in the US, says analyst. It was the top dog in September, the fastest selling entry in the series, and is already the third most bought game this year. Okay? All of that highly high energy comments, okay? Amazing. You look at this and you would think to yourself, wow, This game is doing better than every other Borderlands game that has ever come out ever, right? Because this is totally not being misrepresented at all. There's no way. Circana is the gold standard. They would never lie to us, right? A corporation would never lie to people. Or better yet, again, I don't think they're lying. A corporation would never misrepresent anything. Of course not. They're angels. They will never do such a thing. Here's what they said on October 23rd of 2025, not that long ago. Borderlands 4 hasn't done terribly for itself, with some terrible UI design choices and stuttery frame rates weren't enough to stop it from landing a solid critical reception, including from yours truly in my Borderlands 4 review. So this journalist also wrote the Borderlands 4 review for PC gamers. So why am I not surprised? So he's openly admitting that the game had UI design elements that were bad and also horrible frame rates, but that wasn't enough to stop it from landing a critical reception, especially from this particular shill. I'm not surprised. That's been reflected in the sales that is gathered in the US, which, by the way, they never give you a number. It's never, ever going to give you a number. It's always going to be a trust me, bro. Per analyst firm Circana, Borderlands 4 has Gearbox counting stacks. Stacks, boys, stacks for the foreseeable future. It was the #1 US bestseller for the month of September. Not just that, but it sold 30% more than Borderlands 3 debut and stands as the fastest selling game in the franchise's history. Wow, boys. I love when we could go back in time and also have what happens in the future and just look at both of them, right? Just look at both of them and realize how full of shit these people are. Number one, anybody looking at the numbers for Borderlands, you can easily see that Borderlands 4 is not anywhere close to Borderlands 3 in terms of the amount of sales in the same amount of time. We know this because they shared the amount of sales that they gave us for Borderlands 3, and it was double Borderlands 4 in half the amount of time, right? Borderlands 3 sold 5 million copies in 5 days or something like that, 3 days. It was ridiculous. Borderlands 4 sold 2.5 million copies in a month or something along those lines. So it is literally not even close. I don't know where he's getting the 30% more than a Borderlands 3 debut. Chances are what he's doing, and he's doing day one sales. Right, this is what they do. This is how they misrepresent the numbers. They want to make you believe that the sequel that has a little bit of controversy, right, Borderlands 4, they want to make you believe that it's so much better than the last one, and everybody's buying it and they're loving it. And if you're not buying it right now, you're going to have FOMO. What's wrong with you? They do this, and they do it in the most disingenuous way. That 30% number, I guarantee you, was day one sales only. So Borderlands 4 probably beat the Borderlands 3 debut on day one and then got felted over time once people realized that the game was running like shit and still continues to run like shit. But with all this being said, this journalist says that Borderlands 4 was making stacks upon stacks upon stacks of money. Ladies and gentlemen, let me bring you to the present since we just visited the past. The same exact writer, 17 hours ago, from the same establishment, PC Gamer, Borderlands 4 sales were a little softer than we would have liked due to PC performance issues, says Take-Two CEO, but he's confident that it's going to have a long tail. Now, ladies and gentlemen, why is this funny? This is funny because if you remember this article, it specifically states that even with the PC issues, it wasn't enough to stop it from landing a critical reception. Right, and it's just stacks on stacks on stacks. It's been reflected in the sales. Nothing can stop this game. Well, apparently it did. Apparently it did. Apparently the PC performance did stop the sales of this game. Apparently the PC performance is the reason why this game is selling under expectations. Not over, not better than anything previously. Under expectations. The truth always comes out eventually if you wait long enough. It's a beautiful thing, really. So let's see exactly what's going on. Harvey says, it's okay, Gearbox. 1 in 4 games have the same issue. It's nothing to be ashamed about. Bro, take the fucking cock out of your throat. This man is like, it's okay, Gearbox. Gluck, 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 gluck. Don't worry, it's nothing to be ashamed about, daddy. Gluck, 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 gluck. Bro, you are choking on it. You are literally choking on it. The balls are on your chin. The hair follicles are running along your skin. Take it out of your throat, my guy. Holy shit. Borderlands 4, by most accounts, seems to have landed well. You sure about that? Oh, now you're questioning it. By most accounts, now you're a solid critical reception, including yours truly, bro. This guy is so happy. This guy is so happy that he wrote the review for Borderlands 4. He's like, guys, I did the thing. I gave you a high score. Come on, send me my free swag bag, please. Send me my free swag bag and make sure to include the dildo that says Gearbox on it, please, for the love of God. You know, I want that. I want a Borderlands 4 dildo, Prime, only for me, so I can shove it up my ass while I write the next review for you. More, but it says that hefty player counts seem to indicate Gearbox has once more put out another old reliable. Well, somewhat reliable. More on that in a moment. If sales, which were reported to be very solid in the US, haven't quite panned out to the rest of the world, at least if Take-Two CEO Strauss Zelnick is to be believed in an interview with the game business. It's not all doom and gloom, though. The critical acclaim for Borderlands was superb, and we're really happy with the release. Guys, it's not hard to get critical acclaim for your game, okay? All you got to do is offer these absolute whores that are masquerading as journalists. All you got to do is offer them free stuff. Free code, free swag bag, and they're going to be deep throating you for the rest of time. We see that because this guy is literally being proven that his initial article was full of shit. He's being proven by the own CEO of the company, and still, even now, he's out here saying, nope, not happening. It's not happening. Gotta move. I gotta move for my stuff. It's unbelievable. It's not hard to get a critical reception with these people. They're willing to give you a 9 out of 10 for pretty much anything at this point. Equally, as you know, there are some challenges with the Steam release. Gearbox has been addressing those challenges, will continue to do so. So in terms of units sold out the gate, the numbers were a little softer than we would have liked. In the fullness of time, we think it's going to do great. Guys, listen, the simple truth is this. Borderlands 4 didn't sell nowhere near what Borderlands 3 did. And we knew that was going to happen. The first thing that I said the moment I saw Borderlands 4 is that I'm very curious how this game is going to sell, considering the hype for Borderlands 3 is nowhere near what it was for Borderlands 2. The reason why Borderlands 3 sold as much as it did is not because it's an amazing game, because a lot of people actually hated the game. The reason why it sold what it did is because Borderlands 2 is pretty much the favorite for most Borderlands players, and the hype was unreal going into Borderlands 3. So that sold the majority of the copies, especially within the first few days. And then buyer's remorse kicked in, and then people realized what it was. Borderlands 4 did not have the hype because Borderlands 3 was, for the most part, disliked by a lot of players. So Borderlands 4, on top of the nonsense it was experiencing with the whole $80, $70, $80, didn't know how much it was going to cost, Randy Pitchford being an asshole, all that stuff combined checked out a lot of people from buying the game day one. Right? Especially since there's so many games out right now that you can purchase for 1/3 of the price and get 3 of them instead of getting one game. People decided not to buy the game. That's not to say that the game didn't sell. It did, but it didn't sell nowhere near what it needed to be. And Take-Two has openly admitted that. So it doesn't matter how much Circana can misrepresent the numbers. It doesn't matter how much these journalists can misrepresent the numbers. The truth is that Take-Two, because they have to tell you the truth, Take-Two has come out and openly admitted that it didn't sell nowhere near what they wanted it to. They can try to gaslight you and say, oh, it's a little bit softer. But we all know what that fucking means. Because Ubisoft also said that Star Wars Outlaws sold a little bit softer than they would have liked. And we all know that shit fucking tanked. They said that Skull and Bones sold softer than they would have liked. And they lost hundreds of millions of dollars on that game. So we all know what a little softer actually means. The Shills may not want you to know that, but we all know what it really is. It says still, those problems caused it to hit mostly negative score on Steam, basically right out the gate. And because of how Steam reviews tend to work, that's a difficult thing to recover from. At the time of writing, Borderlands 4 is still mixed on Steam, and as recent English-speaking reviews are, would you look at that, cleanly split between 50% positive and negative right down the middle. So listen, guys, I love it. I love it. I love when... how many times has this happened now? I'm losing track at this point. What is it? Dragon Age of Veilguard won't go to the top of the charts and then it fucking tanked, right? We got Borderlands 4. What other games? Star Wars Outlaws, Assassin's Creed Shadows. All these video games that they tried to say were massive successes. They were the greatest thing since sliced bread. And then a few months later, the truth comes out and the shills are quiet. Nobody has anything to say. Nobody's saying a single thing about this. All the people that were defending Borderlands 4 and the frame rates, and they were like, get mad, bro. It's a #1 selling game ever. where are these people? They're nowhere to be found. They're completely quiet, moving on to the next game that they're begging for a review code that they promise they're going to white knight for once things go bad. So you guys let me know in the comments down below. What do you think about this absolute ridiculous situation going on with Borderlands 4 and the fact that you can have two articles just a couple of weeks apart showcasing two completely different stories, but the shillery still continues? Let me know in the comments. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. And if you enjoyed it, consider hitting that like and subscribe. And I will see you guys on the next one. Maximum shillery engaged, ladies and gentlemen. Oh my God, man. Again, and it's funny because it's like the same writer. It's the same writer. Is it all over? No. We gotta do the waifu battle. PC Gamer has no credibility. I know that, but it's still funny. You still make fun of them. Again, a few weeks apart. It's not even like 6 months apart. It's like less than a month apart. And already we got the truth. Crazy, bro. Let me check super chats really quick. We got the Mervoth with a 5. Isn't it interesting? The more mainstream gaming got, the more Hollywood casting couch grooming it gotten. Very intriguing in the worst way. You might have a point with that to an extent. You might have a point with that. Mervoth with a 2. Borderlands articles just sounds like Yote. That's another one. That's another one. It's listen. At this point, I don't fucking care about Yote. I talked about the numbers. Circana has been disproven, at least from a misconception standpoint or a misrepresentation standpoint. Circana has been disproven multiple times. Again, I'm not saying their analytics are not true. I'm saying that their representation of the analytics is not true. That's what I'm saying. That's what I've been saying since the beginning. Okay, so they know that they're misrepresented in numbers. They know that they're purposely trying to make their partners and themselves look good. You can try to be out here all you want as a gold standard and pretend as if they're only reporting the numbers and that's it. They're not trying to do any of that other stuff. You could say that, but when you got comments from Matt Piscatella talking about how amazing a game sold and how great it's doing amazing, it's doing great, it's doing great, and try to convince you that that's the case, and then 6 months later, the fucking company comes out and says that it's sold under expectations. Come on, guys. You know exactly what's happening here. We all can see it clear as day. The only people that can't see it is the ones that desperately want to believe it for whatever the reason may be. It's just what it is. Again, I could believe their numbers are accurate. I'm just not going to believe the way they represent them. That's me personally. All right, boys. We are fully caught up on everything. Thank you guys so much for watching today's stream. I appreciate you. Love you guys very much. If you're not going to stick around for the epic waifu battle, join me tomorrow for Saturday Night Hypnosis, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Do not miss it, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to have an amazing panel show tomorrow. It's going to be a great time, as always. Join us tomorrow, and let's have a good time. But until then, let's do the waifu battle, ladies and gentlemen, and close out the stream. Let's go. All right, boys, waifu battle is here. Now, if you guys missed the last waifu battle, we got a brand new champion who is none other than the one and the only Fearin, ladies and gentlemen. Before I bring out the challenger, let's go over the rules of engagement. Rule number 1. All super chats during the waifu battle can and will count towards a particular waifu, but the only way that it is going to count is if you put the name of the waifu in the super chat first. You got to put the name first. If you do not put the name of the waifu in the super chat first, then it will not count. It does not matter how big they are. If you super chat after the fact and you put the name of the waifu you forgot to put the first time first, then I will make them count. Rule number 2. You can vote for any waifu regardless of who's on the screen. It doesn't matter. You can vote for the champion who is Fearin, or you can vote for the challenger who you're about to find out. It doesn't matter who's on screen at the time. Last but not least, after the second waifu comes off screen, I'm going to do a 30-second countdown. After that 30-second countdown, no more super chats are going to count. It doesn't matter how big they are. The last super chat that shows up on my screen will be the one that counts. So please, if you're going to vote, vote early and vote hard, ladies and gentlemen. Do we understand the rules? We all know we don't understand a fucking thing. We know that, right? All right, boys. The challenger today, again, we're bringing back popular waifus. Oh, yeah. And considering that the champion is Frieren, we're going to need someone that's pretty damn popular to go up against her. Let's see if this challenger is going to be able to take down Frieren and turn her into a one-pump chump. All right, ladies and gentlemen. The challenger that's going to go up against Frieren is going to be none other than the one and the only legendary Mira Jane, ladies and gentlemen, from Fairy Tale. Let's start the clock and let's see who is going to win. Is it going to be Frieren or is it going to be Mira Jane? Is back into the waifu battle, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see where this is going to go. We got Crash Collins immediately with a 5 on Rumble, saying Frieren did not waste any time. Anytime. Shout out. Shout out. Deku Leader says, hope GDR is still here. He probably is. Or he'll stay quiet and then try to like chair shot at the last second. One of the two. We'll see. We'll see. Mira Jane versus Frieren, ladies and gentlemen. Who is going to win this? Final Twin with a $20 mega banger. Says Frieren, where's GDR at? He's relaxing, bro. He's relaxing. He's relaxing. That's what he's doing. Thank you so much for the 20, brother. We got Dead Eyes Lock with a 2 over on Rumble for Mira Jane. You love to see it. We got Toradol with $1 over on Rumble, says Frieren, because, well, Elf. That makes sense. That makes sense. Shout out to Toradol. Thank you for the $1. Appreciate that. John says, Mira Jane is my favorite to win, but it's Frieren, though. I know. I know. She's going to be hard to beat, but with enough help, she might be able to do it. She might be able to do it. Mira Jane has pulled some insane numbers before. So it all just depends. It all just depends. Maybe she'll pull in a Red Boy. We could complete our Red Boy goal. Blackguard with a $20 mega banger. Says Mira Jane. She probably doesn't stand a chance against Frieren, but here's my $20 for the Fairy Tale gal. You'll be surprised, Blackguard. You'll be surprised, man. Don't underestimate Mira Jane. Don't underestimate her. She does fairly well. People like her. People like her. We'll see. We'll see how this goes. Secret Final Boss says, welcome to the 2nd annual GDR Waifu Battle Classic. Yeah, he's not even here. He left. He left us. Deco Leader says, them calcium cannons, though, they're pretty big. They're pretty big. Can't lie. Can't lie. Can't lie about that. Oh! Oh, ho, ho! Biotee Wolf 19 with a $50 mega banger. Says Mira Jane, a one-form elf grandma or a multi-form young woman? Who do you think? Oh, shit. It's getting spicy. Mira Jane is now in the lead. Frieren is getting felted right now. Tuber Sprouts with a 5 adding into that Mira Jane number. It's a beautiful thing. Shout out to Tuber Sprouts. Thank you, brother. Audio Pollution for a $9.99 says Mira Jane. Where did my pants go? Too much information, bro. Too much information, bro. Dark Magus with a 2 says Frieren. All right. There we go. There we go. Mira Jane is heavily in the lead right now. But we're going to bring out Frieren, and I'm going to reuse the same picture because considering how massive Mira Jane's tits are, it's only fair to try to stack Fearin to the best of our ability to give her a good fighting chance. So let's see who is going to win this ultimate waifu battle. Is it going to be Fearin or is it going to be Mira Jane? Let's find out, ladies and gentlemen. Let's find out. Who is it going to be? Vote. I feel like this is about to get rowdy. This is about to get rowdy, boys. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Connor Girardi says pants are expanding everywhere. What the fuck? What the fuck? Let's find out, boys. Let's find out what's gonna happen. What is gonna happen here? Biology will says fake. Who cares, bro? She's a mage. You think she can't make? She's trying to compete. She's a phony. That's not how you spell phony. That's not how you spell phony. Oh, the confetti is in the chat. The confetti has dropped on the chat. The confetti has dropped on the chat. Oh, man. GDR with a $200 Red Boy Ultra Hyper Banger says, Fearin, I want an AI video of Fearin half naked dancing while drinking a Pepsi. I want to see her boobie shake. Bro, I can't do that. What the fuck? Holy shit. Holy shit. Oh my God, Mira J, no. No, Mira J, no. Paper Ligers with a 50. Fearin, normally I look at the chest, but Fearin's an elf and lasts longer. No, Mira Jane. They're beating her up. They're beating her up. Oh no. Beautiful Zexels trying to save her. Trying to save her with a 5. Says Mira Jane for the win. Trying to. You're trying to. You're trying your best, man. You got to call for help. You got to call for help. Final Twin is in here. With a $50 mega banker. Says Fearin, let's go, GDR. Oh, no. Oh, no, man. You got to call for help. Beautiful Zexel, call for help, man. Oh, shit. I don't know what's going to happen here, boys. It's not looking good. Mira Jane was kicking Fearin's ass. And now, Fearin has her under her boot. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. GDR is literally talking shit and saying to call it right now. The Mira Jane fans, I don't know if they're going to take that. Maybe they will. I don't know. But, oh, my God. I don't know. We're about to find out, boys. We got Crash Collins with a 5 over on Rumble. Adding insult to injury. Says Fearin, elf girls are for life. Oh, man. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. What is it going to be? The final countdown. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Oh my God, bro. Oh my God, bro. The last super chat that is going to count is GDR with another $100 Red Boy Hyperbanger. Oh my God, bro. For Fearin. Guys, do you understand? She's like, Mira Jane is only one person. All right. You don't have to beat the shit out of her like joint. You understand? Like, oh my God, dude. Oh my God, dude. BioT will put it too. Well, if you all like silicone rather than natural, it's not silicone when you can have the magic to make it natural. You understand? Come on, BioT Wolf. Mods, count it up. Feed the ducks, feed the eagles. In the meantime, I need to know, GDR, what clips do you want, man? Ah, fuck it. Fuck it. It makes sense. If Fearin won, there's only one clip to play. Come on, we all know what it is.
All right, boys, we got another Red Boy Hyperbanger. Let's bring the ladies in.
Shout out to GDR for the double Red Boy Hyperbanger. Insane. And like I said, guys, I'm going to be working on Red Boy Hyperbanger clips for the next couple of days. I should have them by Sunday. And we'll be fully ready for all the Red Boy goals, man. You guys have been killing it lately. Sincerely, I appreciate it, man. I appreciate it. And Sonia's with the numbers, boys. Oh, my God. Come on. Come on, this is a massacre. This is a massacre.
Waifu Battle Belt is mine.
Oh my God, bro. Mira Jane with $91.99 against Fearin with $433 flat. Which means the winner and still waifu battle champion is none other than the one and the only Fearin, ladies and gentlemen. Oh my God, bro. Oh my God. Let's do it one more time, ladies and gentlemen. One more time. One more time. I don't think there's that many people coping and seething, but but maybe they are because that was such a beatdown.
You are coping and seething. You just can't accept what you're seeing. Yes, you're coping and seething. The truth is scalding, and now you are molding and coping so hard. Coping and seething.
And that's going to be it for the waifu battle, ladies and gentlemen. Fearin's going to go backstage where she will face off against another waifu on Sunday. Hypnocast, 9 p.m. Eastern. Do not miss it. But especially do not miss SNH tomorrow, 8 p.m. Eastern, guys. Come on, come hang out with the panel. Drop the love in the chat. Do your thing. Enjoy the show. You guys already know how it goes. I think we are fully caught up everywhere. I'm pretty sure. Panthera. No, actually, no. We got 2 more. Paper Liger for 8 months lately. I've been good about knowing when not to bother. Fearing is a whole nother level. We're gonna have to get a different animal to come out and try to take her down. But Mira Jane did okay. Panther with a 2 says, Dad, we need the goth dro. Everybody wants goth something. I've noticed that. Thank you, Panther, for the 2. I don't think I'm going to be doing any game streams tonight, ladies and gentlemen, because I did the morning stream today. I did the afternoon stream. I did Hypnocast. That would be 4 streams in a day. And I got a lot of work I got to catch up on. I think I would rather use the time to make some clips for Sunday, personally. I also have to prepare for SNH tomorrow. But again, I don't know. It depends. I'll say that, and the next thing you know, I'll be live. So I don't know. We'll see. But most likely not tonight. So thank you guys so much. I appreciate it. Sincerely, you guys are amazing. What a super fun show today. Join us tomorrow for SNH tomorrow, 8 p.m. Eastern. Thank you guys for liking the stream, commenting, spamming the chat, super chatting, gifting memberships. I appreciate it. And shout out to the Hypno Mods for doing what they do every single day. Sonia, great job counting today. I appreciate you. And I will see you guys on the next one. Until then, go be bigots and go be gooners. Bye. Hey, for the raid.
I am not gay. I have relationships with women and sex with men. And I got news for you. That means you gay.
Poor kids are just as bright and just as talented as white kids. Her dog, or her cat, was named Vagina.
Put a ticket in, make her gay. Suck it, yeah, Joe. Put a ticket in, make her gay. Fuck it, yeah, put a ticket in, make her gay. It means put a chicken in it, sweetie, and make her fucking gay. Fucking pronouns! Fucking pronouns! Fucking gender ambiguity! Fucking current day California shit! Cause that's all we fucking know! Cause we're boring! We're so fucking Twitter hole! Twitter hole! Get it right!
At the touch of the black man, I bring life. I bring life. I bring life. I bring life. I bring life.